This is Liston, Indiana, the only Liston in the world, home of the Tri-West Bruins, and the focal point of most of the relationships that I've made over the past 7 years. Liston is an hour and a half away from Muncie, and the distance has been hard sometimes. At least for me it has been. But with the use of technology and social media, I've been able to keep up with my friends and family and talk to them whenever I want to. But does technology fix all problems with long distance? I've interviewed 2 people, my mother and my boyfriend, who I probably talk to the most, to see how technology has impacted our relationships since I've left for school, and to see whether technology hurts or helps relationships.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm Taylor's mom. And Brody. Well, I was nervous at first because Taylor was my firstborn. So I thought it would be really difficult for her to move away because we were always really close. But surprisingly enough, it wasn't as hard as I thought. I have 4 other kids at home, and I'm really busy. So surprisingly, it wasn't that hard to adjust into a busy, chaotic life without her. It was kind of weird at first to have dinner without her there because we always had dinner as a family, so her chair was always empty, and that was kind of weird and sad. And I always got to kind of look forward to some of the weekends when she would come home, but we've been adjusting pretty well, and surprisingly, it hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be. It became different. When you were in high school or elementary or middle school, I would talk to you every single day. You'd come home from school and we would, talk about everything that happened at school, and we would have a conversation, that lasted for a while, and we'd sit on the couch, we'd watch TV together, and then, like I said, we'd have dinner together, and we'd talk about the day and what you learned at school and, the drama with your friends. But since you've been gone at college, we really don't do much of that anymore. We usually only talk about once or twice, maybe 3 times a week, and we usually get caught up. We really don't talk in detail about drama per se. I always ask you about how you're doing in school, make sure you're, doing what you're supposed to do. That motherly thing that I had is I'm kind of not doing that as much. I'm kind of letting you get your independence. So I would say the communication is still there, but it's a different kind of a communication, more on a friend level, more than a motherly level. I'm still your mom, and I'm still making sure that you are getting your homework done, but not the way I was doing it in high school and in elementary and middle school. So it's definitely changed. Not as effective as it was. Now I'm just checking in on you more just because I want to hear from you. I want to hear your voice. I want to see how you're doing. I want to make sure that you're, eating healthy and not eating a bunch of junk food. But yeah, so it's definitely changed. When you were probably a junior, senior in high school, our relationship was pretty typical, I think. It was kind of rocky. I think we were kind of itching to get out of high school and into college. I wouldn't say our relationship was bad, but time is minimal now. We cherish each other more, and our time together is more meaningful. And I think we're just learning to respect each other as women now. As before, we were just mom and daughter, and we were at each other's throats all the time. And so, yeah, I think our relationship has grown tremendously. And, I think it's way better.
Hi, I'm Max Kirk, and I'm Taylor's boyfriend. So, with you moving away and stuff, I mean, it was kind of hard, but at the same time, not really, because we don't live together, per se. Hey, so we've always communicated through technology, so that transition wasn't too hard. I think the hardest thing was not being able to see you every day. It was what made it hard. But it became pretty easy since we use Snapchat and texting all the time through our phones. So in that sense, it was pretty easy. So when it came to communication changing, it wasn't really that big of a change. It was just a lot more incretion of texting, Snapchat, a little bit of Skype here and there, You did send me letters every once in a while, which was really, really, really nice. I tried to send letters, but that didn't really work out so well. So nothing really changed other than I didn't get to see you every day. So the way we communicate now, honestly, most of the time it actually helps us, just because, well, we're not in the old times where I had to, hop on a horse and buggy and ride 3 days just to go see you. So it really does help knowing that I can just text you if I'm having a bad day, or if you're having a bad day, or we can FaceTime just so we can see each other. But in the long run, it still doesn't replace that actual human connection when we're next to each other. So it helps us to communicate, but I still look forward to any time I get to come up or you come down.
Although distance between the ones you love can be difficult, it is worth the effort. In the end, the distance may even bring you closer together. What I've learned through personal experience and from the ones I interviewed, technology can keep people connected, but there's nothing better than laughing together, crying together, being together, face to face and in person.